There it is there. It took us a little bit, but there it is there. Then let's go to the contains option. And then in the field that says contains, let's type PA for Pennsylvania. Let's click execute. And now the report has gone from 123 pages to 3 pages of only those customers that are in the state of Pennsylvania. To get all the records back, simply select first letter, all, execute, and notice that our report is back to 123 pages. Now let's say we want to find only those customers with a zip code in the 3 range. So again, I can click on my fields to select. I can select zip code, only this time I'm going to use the range option. Now I can say a value between 300 and 3999. When I click on execute, it will now go through and only find those customers with a zip code in that range. We can use the sort order. If we click on the sort order option, well, first let's get back all of our data. So let's click on first date letter. Let's click on all. Let's click on execute. And we will be back to 123 pages. Let's click on the sort order button. You can see that this report naturally sorts by code. If I wanted to change this to sort by phone number, let's say, and I select execute, notice I get a message telling me sort order may not be changed for this screen. Depending on how the reports are created, sometimes the options are not available. In this particular report, the sort order option is not available. If you get that message, just click OK and continue. The bottom buttons allow you to determine where the report is output. If you want to print the report, then you click on the print button, and it will provide some options. First of all, allow you to print all of the report or only certain pages. If I decide to print only certain pages, I click on the page range, and it opens up a box that now allows me to define the pages. If I just want to print page 3, 5, and 7, I can enter that by separating them with a comma, and those would be the only pages that would print. If I wanted to print pages 5 to 10, I would separate 5 and 10 with a dash, and it would now print only those pages. If I want multiple copies, I can determine how many copies I want of this report, and this determines the orientation. We would strongly recommend not changing the default orientations for these reports. I can determine which printer my report goes to by clicking on my printer setup. The reports will always go to your default printer, but these would give you a listing of all the other printers available to you. If you wanted to change this report to print to another printer, you can simply click on the desired printer and then say OK. Once you're ready to print this report, you can simply say OK. Once the report is finished printing, it will always default you back to this screen. All the printing components there really just follow the standard window criteria for printing. There is nothing unique for the dynamic system. We can also print reports to a PDF file. That can be useful if you want to send this report to somebody via email. In order to print this report to a PDF, we can simply click on the PDF button. We can choose the destination where we want to put this file. I'm going to put it on C and in my Documents and Settings folder. I can name the file whatever I want. Let's just call it something meaningful like demo, and then I simply say OK, and it will now generate that file in a PDF format that you can attach to an email. Again, the software returns to the report when complete. We can also send this file to different report or file formats. To do this, we use the export button. You click on the export button. Again, you pick the destination where you want to put your file. You call your file what name you want, and then you simply say save. That report will now be output in that file format. If you are going to generate these reports for Excel files, we strongly recommend that you print the reports out as a PDF and then use a third-party product similar to PDF to Excel to bring those reports in to an Excel spreadsheet. It is a much easier way to achieve those goals. When you're finished with the report, you simply click the close button and return to where you left off. This structure follows for all reports in all modules of the dynamic software system.